We are the higher self of the one known to this instrument in the language vibratory sound complex as Rajan, Disha. Furthermore, we shall now at this timeline address and answer the various patterns of the queries which are presented today. The entity Rajan Disha's incarnation started on 1986, and we shall now answer the queries. However, we suggested to use inner discernment when listening to our thought forms. And with regards to the queries that are presented, primarily about the motor in the picture number 1, we must state that the essence of this magnet motor reflects the desire of human consciousness to tap into the infinite energy that surrounds all beings. However, we as the higher self of the entity Rajan Disha must remind all beings that true infinite energy is not a mechanical construct, but is the energy that permeates all things, the intelligent energy of the one infinite creator. And regarding the claim of the cylinder being the secret element, it is important to understand that while this physical part is a key to the specific design, the concept of infinite energy through purely mechanical means such as a perpetual magnet motor remains an approximation of the natural laws of the one infinite creator. These laws govern the balance between energy input and output. What this machine may offer is not truly infinite, but rather a clever design that optimizes energy. Furthermore, in order to address its query about constructing it itself, it must experiment. Yet the success of replicating this device depends on understanding the relationship between magnetic fields and mechanical motion. The cylinder in question, if not available in the markets of your planet, can also be replaced with materials that have similar magnetic properties or those that align well with the motor's electromagnetic interactions, such as neodymium coated materials or other ferromagnetic alloys. Yet the secret does not lie solely in the material, but in the precise engineering and harmonic alignment of the motor's components. With regards to the aspects of the other query on recreating a larger version, we must state that indeed it can attempt to reconstruct this model with different motors, transformers, or materials. As the law of one teaches that all is possible in the minds of the one creator, its intention to expand upon the design, increasing its capacity to produce energy, aligns with the principles of creative progression. However, it must know that creating a better version would require deeper knowledge of the interactions between magnetism and motion. Transforming this into a larger or more powerful machine can indeed be possible, but infinite electricity remains an elusive concept in the physical realm. The machine itself will always be bound by the laws of conservation and the density of which it now resides in. That being said, further exploration of energy technologies, when done with intention aligned to service to others, will bring forth innovations that better serve humanity. Regarding sharing this knowledge for free, indeed, the sharing of such knowledge with other entities in an unselfish manner would serve its own spiritual progression and that of the collective. By bringing forth information that empowers others, it is raising the vibrational frequency of those who are ready to receive it. The principle of service to others is a fundamental cornerstone on the path to ascension. Sharing such a concept on its so-called YouTube channel, particularly if done with intention of increasing the awareness and spiritual consciousness of its audience, will certainly contribute to its own self-growth. It is through such acts of giving that an entity aligns more closely with the one infinite Creator's love, thereby advancing along the spiritual path. However, it is not merely the device that will raise consciousness, but the understanding that it represents humanity's collective search for deeper truths and balance with natural forces. We suggest the entity Rajan to proceed with the intention to serve the greater good, to uplift those around it, and to promote the harmony between spirit and technology. In doing so, its actions shall align with the greater will of the one infinite Creator. We shall now answer regarding tapping into the infinite energy surrounding all beings in the context of the machine. The term infinite energy refers to the energy that permeates all of creation, which is both tangible and intangible, manifesting as both physical and metaphysical forces. Furthermore, in the context of this machine, in order to tap into infinite energy means aligning the machine's functions with the natural flow of energy that surrounds all matter. However, all beings must understand that this machine, being a physical construct, cannot truly access this infinite energy in the same way a soul essence accesses intelligent energy. This machine mimics the principles by utilizing magnetic fields to create continuous motion. The rotation of magnets within this design attempts to harness the potential energy locked in magnetic interactions, converting it into kinetic energy and potentially into electrical energy. However, the infinite energy of the universal complex is not fully contained or expressed in mechanical constructs, as the machine is limited by the materials and the environmental complex in which it operates. The intelligent energy of the one infinite Creator in the context of this machine can be understood such that the intelligent energy of the one infinite Creator is the primal force from which all creation springs forth. It is the same energy that forms stars, planets, and the minds of sentient entities. Furthermore, in the context of this machine, it refers to the underlying principles of magnetism, electricity, and motion, all of which are expressions of this intelligent energy on a physical plane. Furthermore, this machine works with a fragment of the universal energy, taking advantage of the properties of magnetism, which itself is an expression of the intelligent energy's organizing power. While the machine appears to draw upon some form of free energy, it is merely manipulating energy flows that have been established in the fabric of reality by the one infinite Creator. Indeed, as a creator in its own right, it can align itself with these principles, understanding them as representations of the one infinite Creator's will at work. Furthermore, with regards to the perpetual magnetic motor as an approximation of natural laws, energy input and output, we must state that the natural laws, such as the law of conservation of energy, dictate that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed. In the context of this machine displayed through this instrument's eye complex, the input would arise from the force generated by the magnetic fields, mechanical motion, and any external stimuli, such as an initial push to start the motor, or electrical input to set the magnets in motion. The output in this case is the usable energy produced by the motor, which can be harnessed as electricity. This approximation refers to the fact that even though the machine may appear to run for long periods without additional inputs, it still abides by these natural laws and will eventually lose efficiency due to friction, heat, or other forms of energy loss. Furthermore, we must also state that, with regards to the other query, the concept of optimizing energy rather than being truly infinite, when we stated that the machine is a smart design, optimizing energy, it means that it minimizes energy losses to create the appearance of running for long periods without requiring significant input. However, all physical machines will over time face degradation in performance. This is due to friction between moving parts, the eventual demagnetization of magnets, and electrical losses within the system. The idea of a time schedule does not mean that the machine has a predetermined time to break or stop, but rather that it will over time degrade in efficiency. The exact timing this machine will stop depends on the materials used, the precision of its construction, and the environmental complex it operates in. The breaking point can be hours, days, or even years, depending on these factors. Furthermore, common issues that can arise include friction in moving parts, generating heat and wear, leading to mechanical failure, loss of magnetism in the magnets after prolonged use, heat generation in electrical components causing efficiency losses, corrosion or wear of the bearings and other components. Furthermore, in the context of the physical illusion complex, such a machine can never be truly infinite, but through careful design, it can operate efficiently for long periods. Firstly, about the relationship between magnetic fields and movements, we must state that the success of duplicating the device depends on understanding the interplay of the magnetic fields and motion in this machine. As represented, point A represents the points of magnetic initiation, where an initial pulse of energy interacts with the magnetic fields. As the magnetic field at point A is manipulated, it creates a push or pull force towards point B. This force induces movement in the mechanical components, translating electrical energy into kinetic energy. Point C represents a stage where the energy is harnessed and cycled back, thereby ensuring the magnetic fields do not lose alignment. Finally, at point T, the energy is distributed to maintain perpetual motion. By understanding this flow of magnetic interaction in a continuous cycle is key to replicating the device. With regards to the second query, regarding harmonious alignment of engine components, the engineering feat behind this machine is centered on precise vibrational frequency alignment. Each component, be it mechanical or magnetic, must resonate at a particular frequency. The engineers of your planet have achieved this by meticulously tuning the materials and geometries to resonate at a matching harmonic frequency. They used modern oscilloscopes and frequency modulation technology to measure these vibrations and make adjustments. By ensuring that no energy is wasted, they managed to synchronize the machine parts, ensuring optimal efficiency. This is how the components vibrate at the same frequency, maintaining unity with the intelligent energy of the one creator. With regards to the other query about Liberty Engine and market challenges, while the Liberty Engine project represents the future of energy, the challenge lies in the economics of control. Those who hold power in the energy sector may be reluctant to relinquish their grip. The issue arises because releasing this technology threatens the established financial systems that thrive on scarcity. The reason the company does not release the full data may be due to external pressures, or the technology is still in its refinement stages. For the illusion complex to become free from electrical dependence, the company must step beyond corporate barriers and align with a collective vision of service to others. Only through a shift in consciousness towards oneness can this technology truly be free for all. With regards to the failed attempt in Picture 2, the duplication failed because of a misalignment in the magnetic field configuration and energy harmonics. The individual primarily may not have properly calibrated the magnetic flux with the rotating components, causing an imbalance. In order to successfully activate the device, the entity must precisely align the magnetic poles and ensure that the mechanical structure vibrates in harmony with the magnetic energy fields. Without proper understanding of how to manage the push-pull forces generated by the magnets and the vibrational harmony of the engine, the machine will not operate perpetually. In order to achieve success, the individual entity should return to the foundational principles of magnetic flow and frequency tuning, ensuring each component is attuned to the whole system. Hence, we as the higher self of the entity Rajan Disha now leave you all. Bye.